YouTube channel. I'm Richard Hall, as always in the morning, looking over the morning papers, and we're going to start with Gazzetta dello Sport, as we often do. This one here, Zhang, all on the front headlines, into Stefan Zhang. It says, Zhang, Aquila Festa, where is the party? He says, Gazzetta says he's back in Milan, after 7 months, because of obviously the pandemic and the travel situations. Coming for the Scudetto, which they're assuming they're going to win this weekend, which is a possibility, but it does take other results. But more importantly, he's there for the balance sheets. Obviously, we've talked about it before, that he needs to actually get that investment. It looks like that loan of 270 million from Bain will come through, but we're not quite sure as of yet. But it looks as though there's quite a few things that he's in Milan for. Obviously, if Inter win the Scudetto, then he'll want to be around for that. Finding that extra investment, and also as well talking to Mr. Conte, because his future is still undecided. He's been talking about he needs a backing, he wants to know what's going on, and it's understandable. But we also know that Conte makes a fuss about this time of year and just before Christmas, funnily enough. Corriere dello Sport, Inter Zhang in Milan for the title, the return of the president. Apparently he arrived a private flight from China, not sure why that's relevant. And after the celebrations, he'll need to resolve their economic problems. So there is obviously a thread here that, it could be a really important week for Inter. I think that's what everyone's concentrating on here. To tie up the title, to get the investment, to keep Conte, tick, 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 it's that could really set them up for next year, well, next season, should we say. Also, as well, in Gazzetta, just the final thing on Inter here, saying Darmian really has been the man of the hour over the last couple of weeks. Can he do it again this weekend? Let's see. Obviously, there's always talk when Italian teams are doing well in Europe, because let's face it, that's not often anymore. It's everyone is focusing on Rome, and it does feel like the whole country seems to be getting behind them for this for the game against United in the Europa League semi-final that takes place, of course, in Manchester this evening. Gazzetta saying at Old Trafford they need a night as red and yellow devils. Obviously, the play on United, and there's always going to be that talk about the game where they were absolutely trounced when United scored 7 against Roma some years ago. Solskjaer been criticised for bringing that up as it being disrespectful for Roma. That was a lot of talk yesterday, however. Corriere dello Sport, come on Roma, Europa League first leg of the semi-final. Fonseca launches a challenge. It says United are the favourites, but we will have courage. That's the Roma coach talking. He's focusing on the experience of Dzeko, Mkhitaryan and Smalling. Obviously, 2 of those players, well, all 3 of those players, very, very affair with Manchester. 2, especially with United. It says thousands of fans delirious at Trigoria before the departure. And if you'd have seen the scenes yesterday, there was hundreds of Roma fans, flares, everything going off, really letting their team go off with a bang. Chris Smalling saying that there are few fans like the Romanesta, the Giallorossi fans, faithful, should we say, really looking to back their team here and hopefully we can see an Italian team in the final. Of course, again, it says here, Forza Roma, first leg, 1,000 fans, sorry, I stand corrected, if Tutto Sports to be believed, 1,000 fans at Trigoria. And it does mention that United mock on Facebook. Remember the 7-1 in 2007. So let's hope, for Roma's sake, it doesn't get to that stage. We've got to talk Juventus. We always talk Juventus because they're in the headlines. Agnelli talks to magistrates here. Again, it talks about the Juve president saying that it's... talks a lot about Patrici here, saying that basically he looks like he could be on the way out. Juve president, player proposed himself to Nedved via SMS. This was Suarez, by the way. I read about the exam in the papers. Farewell is getting closer for the sporting chief. Not looking good there. There is also talk of obviously... This is backed up in Corriere dello Sport when Agnelli also talked about Suarez. He said Patrici did everything to get him. He's the one who's delegated to get this done. At the time, however, it talks about they're also interested in Dzeko. Obviously, there's a bit of a mess, wasn't there, with Luis Suarez? Remember the exam? Yeah, it was all very strange at the time. Different for Tutto Sports, and you get some lovely percentages here. They think Pirlo's going to be gone, and if you can see, they are talking about what they think, they call it Juve casting. Champions League race, if the Bianconeri don't get there, they will change coach. Allegri's in pole position and they give him 50% chance, but it also says that Zidane and Gattuso are options. Just for the sake of it, if you didn't see that, he gives Gattuso 20% and Zidane 30%. I find Gattuso link extremely odd personally, whilst he's a very good coach and there is a lot to him. The Juventus, the way, the direction, it just doesn't sit with me. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Please comment at the bottom, tell me I'm an idiot, I don't care. I just don't see Gattuso at Juventus. It just doesn't seem the right fit. Just like Sarri didn't seem the right fit, even though he's an excellent coach. He says it, like I said, Allegri pole position, and I think that this looks as though it's going to happen. It also talks about Atalanta mathematical qualification at 79 points for the Champions League, and then the race is on with Lazio, with Napoli, etc., etc. The one little thing that we should mention, again, because we talked about it yesterday, is Pioli. Now, in Tutto Sport, and I think it's only in Tutto Sport, it is, they say that Pioli is staying after the controversy we were talking yesterday, that they might reconsider his position if they don't qualify for the Champions League after their more disappointing 2021 after overachieving in 2020. It says here, Milan sure, Pioli staying. Elliott decide the coach will be confirmed whether he qualifies for the Champions League or slides back into the Europa. Good news for him then, if that's the case. And I actually think good news for Milan because he has done exceptional since being there. That's the papers from me today. As we always say, please like, just give us a share, anything like that, and we'll keep doing it. Okay, ciao for now.